Okay. Is it mandatory to implement all abstract methods in subclass? If I don't implement, yeah, comment it. I don't want to implement some of the methods, then what should I do? We should declare class as abstract. So don't give answers yes or no. You should give complete answer. When you ask a question, is it mandatory to implement all abstract methods? You should not say just yes. You should say yes. If I don't implement, I should declare class as abstract. What are the rules we must follow in declaring? In developing abstraction, four rules. What are the first rule? Declare method as abstract ends with semicolon. Second rule, class must be declared. If class contain abstract method, you must declare method as abstract. Next, next one. You cannot instantiate the class. If you declare class as abstract, you cannot instantiate. Next, we must override all abstract methods available in the superclass. In subclass, we must override all abstract methods available in superclass, else compiler throw error. If some of the methods of superclass, if you don't, some of the abstract methods available in superclass in subclass, if you don't want to override, then what should I do? We must declare class as abstract. Those unimplemented abstract methods must implement in further subclasses. Okay. Now, while calling abstract method, what should I do? While calling abstract method, whose reference I have to use, which object I have to use? Superclass reference with a subclass object. Is it the rule that I have to use superclass reference? Can I use subclass reference? Can I use subclass reference? Yes. But if I use subclass reference, what is the problem? User class will work with only this particular subclass. It becomes tight coupled. It is become tight coupled with the particular subclass. That's why always we must use superclass reference variable with subclass object. Okay. Now, abstract class is a class. Yes or no? Then inside abstract class, can I declare what you call abstract method? Yes. Can I declare static variable? Abstract class is a class. Inside a class, can I create static variable? Why I am declaring class as an abstract? Because I have a method abstract method. Because of the keyword abstract, the original nature of the class is gone up? No. The original name of the class is still exists. Additional behavior is added called what? Abstract. Static int A. Now, can I declare the static variable? Yes. Can I declare non-static variable? Yes. Can I create static block, non-static block, constructor? All parameterized constructors I can create. Also, we can create static method and also we can create non-static method. And even I can create main method also. So inside a abstract class, I can create all different types of members. What? Abstract method plus 8 static non-static members means totally 10 static in our class, non-static in our class. All 10 static non-static members we can access. I can create plus also what I can create abstract method. Understand everyone? Now the question. Can I instantiate abstract class? Then what is the need of constructor? What is the need of constructor? Abstract, we cannot instantiate abstract class, right? Where? Constructor is meant for initializing non-static variables. Where? In objects. When you cannot create object, where initialization? Why? not by subclass, in subclass object. We create subclass from abstract class and we create subclass object sample s1 equal to new sample. Okay, when I create sample s1 equal to new sample, what happen now? New keyword creates memory for subclass, and also it's a superclass members. It's a superclass members. Then new keyword called constructor of sample class. Sample class will call superclass constructor na. If superclass doesn't contain non-static variables, if superclass doesn't contain constructor, who will provide initialization to this non-static variable? Understood? Then why abstract class requires a constructor? Why constructor is there inside abstract class? For initializing non-static variables of this class. In which object? Subclass object. In subclass object, abstract class non-static variables are provided memory, and to initialize that variables we need what? Abstraction. We need what? Constructor. Understand my point? So this is compulsory asking question. What are the different members we can create inside abstract class? Inside abstract class we can create all 10 static, non-static members plus abstract method. Then when the static variables are executed, when this abstract class is loaded, when non-static members are executed, when its a subclass object is created, non-static members of abstract class is executed. Non-static members of abstract class are provided memory in the subclass object and initialized by using abstract class constructor. And this abstract class constructor is called in subclass by using which keyword? Supercall. Inside constructor, supercall. Then why abstract class contain constructor when it cannot create object? Because for initializing non-static variables in subclass objects. This is a compulsory asking question. Clear? Okay, can you open material once? Okay, continuation page in your material, you look your page number. I don't know. Abstraction, applies for it. Where is abstraction? Abstraction heading after method of polymorphism. Okay, then you'll find this diagram. Rules, 4 rules. Found it? Okay, all these points yesterday we discussed. Look at there, what type of members we can define in abstract class? We can define all static, non-static members including constructor plus abstract method. So in abstract class we can define 9 types of members. What the 2 members I didn't mention here? Inner classes I didn't consider. Okay, including inner classes we can say total 11 members. Will abstract class memory created when subclass object is created? Yes. Okay, its non-static members get memory when its concrete subclass is created. Subclass object is created. How can we execute static, non-static, concrete members of the abstract class? Static members can be executed directly from its main method, and its non-static members are executed by its concrete subclass object. What the meaning of why I am specifying concrete subclass? Tell me, a abstract class can have again abstract class as subclass? Yes. Yesterday we have seen example class, we created abstract class sample as abstract class. Can I create sample class object? No. From that sample class again we have to create one more subclass by declaring it as what? Abstract. By by implementing abstract methods, right? Then tell me. Now here in the subclass, tell me, here the sample class is abstract subclass or concrete subclass or concrete, because it has implemented all methods. It has implemented all methods. Okay? Then next. Now look at here. Here I am taking abstract class example, M1 method, abstract method, static, non-static variable, static, non-static block constructor, M2 static method, non-static method, main method. Inside main method, I'm trying to access static variable. Allowed, I'm able to call static method. I'm creating object of example class. Example class is what type of class? Abstract. So possible or not possible? Not possible. Compiler throw error. I have to comment these two lines and I can compile this example class and I can execute this example class because it contains main method. Now, for executing non-static members, I need subclass. I created class sample extends example. Inside subclass also I can create my own static, non-static variable, static, non-static block constructor, static method, non-static method, and I have implemented abstract method here. Then inside sample class I can create main method. In example class I have main method and also I am creating the same main method in subclass. Then this is called method hiding. Because main method is not final, I can override it in the subclass. And then now when I run sample Java sample, main method executed from sample class. When I run Java example main method executed from example class. Now Java sample when I run sample main A, B, M2, M4. So superclass static variable, subclass static variable, superclass static method, subclass static method I can access. Then next, can I create object of sample class? Yes, because it is a concrete class. I can create object s.m1, s.m3, s.m4. All I can call and execute. Okay, so run this program in your system compulsory. Before running, first you type this program in your system and compile it. Definitely you will get these two lines, compile them error, comment them, and then before seeing the output from the system, you yourself write output. Understand? Then you run this program in the system. Definitely your output will be different from system output. So system output is wrong, your output is right. Correct? Your output is wrong. What to do? Why your output is wrong? Where you committed mistake, find out, correct your mistake, and again do another new program you create by your own, and again try to find output. Understand? Always remember, any program you are solving, you have to follow 4 static members execution flow. As part of the static members execution flow, you have to follow 4 non-static members execution flow. As long as you are not applying these 4, 8 points and trying to solve, then always will give wrong answer. Okay. Now tell me, can we declare abstract method as static? Okay. Tell me, once you create a method, void M1. Modifier chapter, remember? How many modifiers we have? 13 modifiers we have. Accessibility modifiers, how many are there? 4. Private, default, protected, public. Private, default, protected, public. You told in the wrong order, I told in different order. Then your mind should tell yourself, okay, next time I should tell in this order. Next time also when I ask, you will tell your own order only. You don't correct your mistake. So that is the problem with you. So you told in a wrong order, I corrected. Remember, next time you tell the correct order. Next, execution level modifiers, static, final, abstract, native, transient, volatile, synchronized, strict FP. These are the 8 execution level modifiers, and one more modifier is there called interface. So totally we have 13 modifiers or 13 modifiers. Accessibility modifiers, execution level modifiers, and then what? File level modifiers. Totally 13 modifiers. Once I create a method with body, means this method is abstract method or concrete method? concrete method. To the concrete method, what other modifiers are allowed? You create this method inside one class. Now you question yourself, is this method can go to subclass? Yes. Okay. You want to allow this method go to subclass? Yes. And overriding this method in the subclass is mandatory or optional? Optional. Now you decide and tell me, I am declaring this method as a private. Any problem? If you declare method as a private, the method is meant for executing only within a same class. Does it have logic to execute within the same class? Yes. Then we declare this method as what? Private. Next. Now, I am declaring this method as what? Default. If I declare as a default, now it is going out of this method to subclass and user class. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Protected? Allowed. Public? Allowed. So only you have to focus on which variable, which keyword? Private. So private is allowed or not allowed, or only we have to decide. Yeah, private is allowed. Default and protected public never have any objections. Next. Now I am trying to declare this method as a static. If I declare method as a static, the method should execute from current class. Execute from class reference. So if you want to execute static method from the same class, it should have logic. Already this method has a logic. So can I declare as a static? Yes. Final. I don't want allow subclass to override my method. If you don't want to override, first of all, your method has body. You have body? Yes. Finally allowed. Tell me, can I declare it as abstract? No. Abstract means no body. Concrete means what? Body. So the contract is not matching. So compiler throw error. Can I declare as a native? Native means no body. It has logic in C. What the difference between abstract and native? Both are ends with a semicolon. There is no body. Abstract method logic available in subclass and native method logic is available in C. C or C++, it will be there. So the C or C++ method is linked to our native method. Okay. Sir, how to do native? That linking and all not required. You no need to learn. Just the theory point remember. So all Sun Microsystem will take care of this. Okay. And you no need to create any native methods in Java. We'll create only Java methods. If you want to talk to operating system, then we need a native method. We never write logic to talk to native method. That's why, we never write logic to talk to the OS. We never no need to write native method. No need to learn native method. Just a concept you try to understand. A method that is ends with a semicolon contains a native keyword is called native method. Native method logic is available in C and C++. C and C++ methods must be linked to this method declaration. Whereas abstract method is also looking like a native method. It also doesn't have body and with semicolon but contain the keyword abstract. Its logic is implemented in Java inside where? Subclass. Okay. Then tell me, can I declare a concrete method as a native method? No. Because body is not allowed to native. To a concrete method, what modifiers are allowed? All 4 accessibility modifiers are allowed. All 4 accessibility modifiers are allowed. Next, execution level modifier, static is allowed. Final is allowed. Abstract is not allowed. Native is allowed, but the body should not be there. Try to understand this point, little key point. Static is allowed, final is allowed, native is allowed, but body should not be there. Because I declare method without body, can you call native method as a abstract method? No. Abstract method means it doesn't have logic in current class, but it has logic in subclass. But native method has logic. In this class only native method has logic. If you declare method as a native, void M1. A native method is a concrete method. It has logic. Where in the current class example only. In the current class example only logic is there. By using E1 dot, M1 I can call. I can create example class object. Example E1 equal to new example. E1.M1 I can call. It will go here and its logic executed from where? C logic and coming back. That means this method background in a C logic is there. That means native method is what method? Concrete method. It is not abstract method. Understand my point? Native method is a concrete method. It has logic in which language? C. You can override native method as non-native method, and also we can override non-native method as native method. Both sides are possible. Only we cannot override static as non-static, non-static as static. Okay? You can override, and we cannot override final method as a non-final method. Non-final method we can override as final. Okay? Next, we can override abstract method as concrete method as what? Abstract method. Both are possible. We can override native method as non-native method and non-native method as what? Native method. Both are possible. Understand that? If you declare native method as a final, not allowed. C language is C logic is fixed. So a concrete method is what? A native method is what? Concrete method. It has a logic in the same class but connected to background to C logic. Can I declare native method as a final? Yes, because it has logic. It is a concrete method. Okay. Can I declare abstract method as a native? No. Can I declare abstract method as a final? No, because it doesn't have logic in this class. It has to be implemented in a subclass. Understand a native method first story? So what are the modifiers allowed to concrete method? Static, final, native. Abstract allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Abstract means no logic. Then next, transient, volatile. These two modifiers are allowed only to variables. Which variables? Fields. Allowed only to fields means class level static and non-static variable. Next, synchronized and strict FP is also allowed. Synchronized and strict FP is also allowed. So how many execution level modifiers are allowed? 5. So what are the modifiers allowed to concrete method? Only these 4, 5, 9. All 4 accessibility modifiers and execution level modifiers 5. Static, final, native, synchronized and strict FP. Is it clear everyone? Now, if you take abstract method, tell me, abstract method is a concrete method? No. It has logic in Java or in C? No. It has to be implemented in subclass. If you want to implement in subclass, private allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Default allowed. Protected public allowed. The only one thing you have to see, that abstract method should go to subclass. If the modifier is allowing you to go to the subclass, then that is allowed, right? Private is not allowed, remaining 3 are allowed, and 3 accessibility modifiers are allowed. And next, static allowed. If I declare abstract method as a static, it should execute from subclass or execute from same class or same class. Same class executed or not executed? Not executed. So static is not allowed. Final, not allowed. Abstract, already method is abstract. Why you are declaring abstract second time? If you write abstract 2 times, compiler throw a repeated modifier. Okay. Next, native. Can I declare abstract method as a native? Native method means what? It has logic in C. Abstract method saying I don't have logic. Native saying that you have logic. So both are controlled. So native is also not allowed. Transient, final allowed only to field. Synchronized not allowed. Strict FP is also not allowed. So finally, what are the modifiers are allowed to the abstract method? Only 3. Only 3. Of course, including abstract 4. What are they? Default, protected, public, and abstract. Abstract how many times? 1 time. Can we declare abstract method as static? No. Can we declare abstract method as a final? No. Can we declare abstract method as a private? No. Next. What are the legal modifiers allowed in combination with abstract modifier? Only 2. Protected and public. If you don't declare private and public, what will come? Default will. If you use any other 8 modifiers, it leads to compile them are illegal modifiers. Abstract modifier is not allowed. Again, repeated modifier compiled. Identify what is right and what is wrong here. Abstract void M1 allowed. Abstract is M2 allowed. Abstract void M3. Static not allowed. Final abstract void, final not allowed. Private not allowed. Protected allowed. Public okay. Write sample output SOPL in statement subclass and then write user class to call those methods. That is your assignment, right? Okay. Write down service user. User means main method class and then subclass for a abstract class. Later in your room, right? Can we declare concrete class as an abstract? Can we declare concrete class as an abstract? What is the meaning of concrete class? A class that doesn't contain any abstract method. A class that contains all variables as all only static. All the class that contains fields and all concrete methods is called what? Concrete method. Now this class example is a concrete class. It has a concrete method, static concrete method, non-static concrete method. Tell me, can I call it as a concrete class? Yes. Do I need to declare it as an abstract? No. But I am declaring it as an abstract. Now, is it allowed or not allowed? Any compile time error? No compile time error, we can declare. We can declare concrete class as abstract. Sir, what you told? A class that contain abstract method, declare as an abstract. Yes. From abstract method to abstract class, point is there. But if you declare class as abstract, there is no rule that the class must contain abstract method. Understand that? Again repeating, the class that doesn't contain abstract method can be declared as abstract. Tell me, if I declare class as an abstract, what is the rule will be applied? If I declare class as abstract, what is the rule applied? We cannot instantiate, we cannot create object. Okay? You cannot create object. Now the question.
पानी नहीं है क्या? आ रहा है? बहुत ही आ रही है यार।
मेरे को भी आई है बहुत। जाके आए लॉन्ड्री वाले के पास कपड़े देके आए।
लेके भी आए हो? कुछ को कुत्ता नहीं मिला?
कुत्ता नीचे।
पानी भर रहा है, आवाज आ रही है। लेट आया।
इसको बोला, वही बोला।
आज लेट आया।
ड्रम भरने देना, अपना टाकी भरने देना तो पहले चालू किया।
ना भर रहा आवाज आने भर जाएगा, तुरंत भर जाएगा। नींद आ गई सही?
हाँ। ये बंद करना ना लो, टाकी तो भरने दे, टाकी तो भरने दे। अरे इसमें करना है तो दो है ना, दो टाकी है ना, हाँ?
8 बजे आने पानी है। टाइमिंग नहीं है ना, कभी भी आता है।
अरे आज कैसा ऑफिस जाना है ना, लेट होएगा तो खाली दूर सब लोग
अभी निकलोगे आधे घंटे में? जल्दी आओगे आज?
If I declare class as abstract, we cannot create object. So now when should I declare concrete class as abstract? When I don't want allow user, when I don't want allow user or programmer create object of my class, I should declare class as abstract. Then you should ask me a question. Okay sir, when don't want to create object, declare constructor as a private. If you declare constructor as a private, object cannot be created. Na? Then why abstract? So what the difference between abstract class and private constructor class? Private constructor class, object cannot be created by either user class programmer or by subclass also. Understand that? If you declare class as a private, you cannot create object from user class. Also, we cannot create subclass. Now my requirement is, I don't want only object creation, but I want subclass. Understand my point? I want subclass. I don't want object. Then don't declare constructor as a private, declare as class as abstract. Okay. Then why you don't want to execute the member? Why don't want you allowed to create object of this class? Okay. If you create object of this class, object is created of which class? Example. And using this object, if I call it M2 method, this M2 method logic is executing for which object? Example. Your father earning money, earning land, earning house, earning so many other things for himself or for family sake. With all properties he is earning. Okay, of course, mother and father also. I mean, father and mother also. Mother also nowadays earning, na? Right. Tell me. Now, parent, let's say parent. Okay, parent, whoever earning. Parent earning all these property for their sake or for the child's sake. Of course, for their sake and for their sake, only for their sake. Then why that much work? Understand? If a child is not there, why they have to work this much? They are not crorepati. You know that? If child is not there, every parent is a crorepati. From the day you born till now, just you count how many crores of money they spend on you. Not lakhs, crores. Wow, crores, sir. Only they spend lakhs. Every rupee spending for if they give for interest loan, or they put in a share market, or they bought mutual funds, then by today they are crorepati than Mukesh Ambani. So you are nicely eating their food and happily sleeping. Right? Yeah, up to the college level, up to BTech or up to MCA, college completed, it's our responsibility, it's our first right, fundamental right, eating parents' food and sleep. But after education completed, in Amirpet, still that wonderful food you are eating and sleeping. Amirpet food is wonderful, no? Very tasty food. Still you are eating and sleeping, not studying, and you are such a irresponsible animal. Animal is responsible, irresponsible. Animal irresponsible. You know, the number one responsible creature in this world is animals and birds. Animals and birds are working on time. They never sleep unnecessarily. You check, every bird is wake up by 4 o'clock. By 4 p.m. they will wake up. Sorry, maximum by 5 p.m. they will wake up. AM. Okay, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. they will wake up and they'll start going for hunting their food. Time to time they will eat, like you, unnecessary wrong times, you know, midnight biryani, early morning biryani, 4 a.m. biryani, they don't eat. Okay, time to time eat, what they must eat, that only they will eat. And sharp by 6 p.m. they will go back to the home. After 6 p.m. they don't work. They start taking rest. But we don't know when we sleep. Okay, when you wake up. But your batch don't have other option. They have to sleep. Okay, when you sleep you don't know, but you have to wake up early, right? 7 o'clock you have to come to bed. So, I should not compare you with what? Birds and animals. They will feel guilty. Right? Remember, you are comparing me with your student. So, what's the point? Very important. Parents are earning properties not for their sake. They are earning for what? Child is earning. Do you remember? They are maintaining something called FDs, fixed deposits. These FDs are not for their sake. They are for you. That means I want to create a class with methods and variables. These variables and methods must only work for subclass. If you want to work for subclass, should I create object of superclass or object of subclass? If you want to create a class with variables and methods to work or execute for subclass, declare that class as what? Abstract. Now let me try to take one real-time example. I am creating a window. window. This PDF PPT is what? Window. This PDF is what? Window. Okay, like that. In Java, so we can create one window. Now this window has label, text box, label, text box, label, text box, label, button, lot of things are there. Okay, now I am applying, now tell me, I want to apply color. Okay, now I should apply color to whom now? Window. Or I have to apply color to text box, or I have to apply color to what? Label. Here, this window is called component. This is a window. This is a text box. Next label, button. All these are called what? Component. In Java, whenever you are finding multiple objects of same type, I must create them as a subclass of the common class now. If you don't create as a super class, last class you have experience and other class you experience, we will get what? Tight coupling and static binding. So all these classes are created as a subclass of what? Component. Then in the super class, we will create variables and methods common to all these subclasses. Tell me. There is a method called set color. What is the method name? Set background color, set foreground color. Two methods are. That set background color, set foreground color method should set the color to the component or to these components. To this particular component. There is no component called component. Again repeating. There is no component called component. Component is there is no physical. This is called component. I am called person. Which person? Faculty person. Okay, you are called person. Which person? Student person. Here who is reality? Person is reality or faculty reality? Faculty and student is reality. So here also component is not physical. You cannot see component. But window I can see. Text field I can see. Label I can see. Button I can see. But I cannot see component. But all the methods I created in component for what? These components to apply. So the method available in component class should not work for component. It should work for what? Subtype of this component. So then I have to declare this class as what? Abstract. Tell me. I am declaring this class as abstract because do I have any abstract method? No. For making sure executing all these methods for subclasses. For stop creating object of this class and executing the methods of this class only for subclasses. So, can I declare a concrete class as an abstract? Yes, it is allowed. Defining a class as abstract is a way of preventing someone from instantiating a class that is supposed to be extended first. English defining a class as abstract is a way of preventing is better than cure. Discuss. Preventing is better than cure. जब वचनागा after getting the fever, going to hospital and creating curing, okay, it's bad. Better you prevent it. Let's not get the fever. Be careful. Okay. Now that's called preventing. Preventing someone who user a class from instantiating a class is creating objects that is supposed to be extended. Extended means create the subclass. So if you want to force only subclass not to create object, take a class as abstract. Requirement to declare concrete class as abstract. To ensure our class non-static members are only accessible via subclass object, we should declare concrete class as abstract. Predefined concrete abstract classes are in core Java we have java.awt.component. In advanced we have javax.sublet.htdb.htdb sublet. Okay. This is the story, and now look at it. I have declared class as an abstract with static method and non-static method, calling concrete abstract class members from normal class. Class sample, main method. What did I? Example M1. Can I access static member directly by using class name? And I want access non-static member by creating object of example class. Not possible. I am creating class sample as extends example. Main method. Can I call M1 method directly? Because it is a subclass. Now I am creating subclass object and calling M2. Now tell me. Now M2 method is executing first. Is executing any example class for which object? Sample. Because this keyword of M2 method referring to what? Sample object. This is the story about abstraction. Abstract class. All points are covered. Okay? Just go through once all pages yourself. If you remember all these points, then I can go for entropy. So can I expect everyone understood? Okay, shall I start interface? Okay. Yeah, same. These are the tests. So just I type these questions in the system. You type yours. Now I can develop abstraction by using abstract class and interface.
मेरा तो हो गया भाई, बाकी भाई अपन आ जाएगा अपना जब तो उठेगा निकाल पड़ जाएगी अपना, मैं तो हो गया भाई। सही है, तो सही आ रहा था पानी, उसमें सही आ रहा था, बस किचन में नहीं आ रहा है, हम उसमें सही आ रहा है पानी, टॉयलेट में हवा डाउन है ना सबसे। हाँ ये सही है, बढ़िया लग रहा भाई, सुबह सुबह बक्का आता है, पानी में दिक्कत हो जाती है भाई।
अभी नहीं जाते तो इधर बर्गर आता, उधर नहीं आता।
बात वही है भाई।
थोड़ा सा ही है ऐसा।
हाँ, अब रुक गया, अब नहीं भर रहा, थोड़ा हल्का सा बता था बस।
हाँ, नहीं आएगा। उसके बाद नहीं आएगा।
Tell me, I can develop abstraction by using abstract class. Then why we have interface? Interface is also meant for developing abstraction. So what is interface? Interface, like a class, interface is also a referenced data type. It is used for creating. Okay. What is your name? His name is LK. And why did you join with LK? Are you boy or girl? Okay. Why did you join with name LK? Why didn't you join with your full name? Second question. Are you not in Google Classroom? Answer first. 248 class. What is 248? Classroom and check the link you got or not. Open Google Classroom and check now. What is your email ID? Are you there? Babu? Are you online student or offline student? Online. You are there, right? Here, Google Classroom link is there. Then why you are checking in your email? Why you are asking in the group for the links? Online students, if you ask links in the group or if you respond to the students who ask for the links, you will be removed from the classroom. Understood? Already 2 people have got removed. If you respond enough, you will be removed. If app is not working, I will share the Google Classroom, Zoom link in the Google Classroom. Get it from there. So don't show your over talent in the Telegram group. It's not only for your class. There are many other students are there. And if one student posted, app is not working enough, you don't write down, yes, for me also not working, not working, not working, not working. Everyone no need to respond. And we know app is not working. Don't create a chain of messages on the, don't make it as a spam. Clear? So improve common sense. Look at it. So like a class interface is also a word interface. Like a class interface is also a reference data. It is used for creating real world objects in programming. Then why we need interface? When you have already class, why we need interface? I want to develop abstractions. Okay. If you take class, can I develop abstraction? No. I have to develop implementation. Abstraction we cannot develop. If you want to develop abstraction, we have abstract class. Real world object in programming world by implementing abstraction. For creating real world object in programming world by implementing abstraction. We have abstract class. Then why do we need interface? Okay, already in your college you have academic subject Java, C, C++. Then why Naresh IT, why Harkishan? Already in your college you have subjects, right? Java is there, C is there, C++ is there, DSA is there. Then why Naresh IT Harikrishna? There fully not supporting, fully not teaching, something missing there. So the college subject is only for passing the exam. I want to pass company exams and get the job and working in company. Company related Java I want. For that purpose, I need extra. So, abstract class have a limitation. Like in college, abstract class has a limitation in developing abstraction. To solve that problem, what came into picture? Interface. Abstract class doesn't support multiple inheritance. So, interface is given to develop abstraction by supporting what? By supporting multiple inheritance. Okay? Now the question. What is the meaning of multiple inheritance? Okay, let me try to understand. Here I am creating a class called A. And I am creating class called B. And I am creating class called C. A class is deriving from two superclasses. A class is deriving from two superclasses. Then this class is called what? Multiple inheritance.
क्या कह रहे हो समझ नहीं आया
Class is having multiple types. So multiple
अरे
inheritance.
नहीं कोई नहीं बाद में
Java
अब
doesn't
जाएगा
support
वही तो।
multiple inheritance. Why? The reason is ambiguous error. Tell me, in this class we have a constructor A and we have constructor B. When you create C class object contain A class members memory and B class members memory. Now to initialize A class members memory, subclass constructor must call superclass constructor by using supercall. Then supercall will call which constructor? It's coming here cross junction. It should go to A class or it should go to B class. Okay, if it go to A class members are initialized. Then what about B class? One supercall can make only one call. Then B class is not initialized. Okay, then it is taking subclass B class, then A class is not initialized. So, multiple inherit Java doesn't support multiple inheritance because of ambiguous error with supercall. And next, I call super.m1. When I call super.m1, suppose if m1 method with the same signature available in A class and B class, then which method to execute? So from A class or from B class? Again there is a confusion. So Java doesn't support multiple inheritance by using classes because of ambiguity error. Also it is called what? Diamond problem. Why? This class may be contain some X as a superclass. The methods available in A class, the methods available in X class inherited to A class, also inherited to what? B class, and created C class. Look at the diamond formula. X, A, C, B, X. Diamond formula. It is called diamond problem, or also called what? Ambiguous error. What is the diamond problem, or what is a multiple inheritance problem? When we create a class deriving from two superclasses, in subclass when we call members by using supercall, the members from which class to execute, confusion to compiler. That's why Java is eliminated, supporting multiple inheritance. Okay, instead of eliminating, why they have not provided solution to this problem? When there is a problem, they have to provide solution. Why they have not provided solution? Simple point. What is that? In real world, Java or object-oriented programming is replicating real world or not? In real world, there will not be a child from two different parents. This is not my statement, James Gosling statement. Okay? In real world, we don't have any scenario having a one child from two different parents. And moreover, in my entire development career, not mine, James Gosling, in the entire James Gosling development career, he never see developing a class deriving from two classes. When this feature is not there in the real life, not there in the development life, why this should be there in Java and why it have a solution? Time waste. That's why James Gosling eliminated it completely. Okay. After eliminating it completely, then he realized one problem. Okay. After he removed multiple inheritance in real world, then he's having one confusion. The confusion is, there is a company called Tata. I'm taking Indian company Tata. Tata company is implementing, Tata company is manufacturing salt, manufacturing software, manufacturing steel, manufacturing Tata Sky, like Jinganala, right? Like this, there are so many products it is implementing. Tell me, what is Tata? Tata is a salt manufacturing company. Tata is a software manufacturing company. Tata is a steel manufacturing company. Tata is a dish antenna manufacturing company. Tata is a tea manufacturing company. Tata is a XYZ manufacturing company. Tell me, if you want to make one name of different types, in Java we should support inheritance only, na? I want to tell Tata is a salt manufacturing company. I should create salt as a superclass and Tata as a subclass of salt. I should create software as a one superclass. I should make Tata as a subclass of software. I should create a class called steel and I should make Tata as a subclass of steel. Now tell me, one class must inherit from multiple classes. Then what is the problem? Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. When Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, then how can we develop this business scenario? Is a business application or not? In this business application scenario, how can we develop it? Okay, then James Gosling carefully observing the scenario. Tell me, Tata is reusing salt or manufacturing salt? How to manufacture salt? The description will be here. How to manufacture salt, description will be there. By following the description, he has to prepare salt. How to manufacture software, description will be there. By following the description means requirement. By following the requirements, then we have to develop what? Software. So tell me, in this class, super classes, implementations are there, only declarations are there? Only declarations are there. And then those declarations are implementing in the Tata company. That means, what kind of super class we need here? I need a super class with declarations and implementation combination of only declarations. Only declaration. When you provide only declaration, do we need any static or non-static fields here? No. When there is no static, non-static fields, do we need static block or non-static block? No. Do we need a constructor? No. We need any concrete method here? No. Then Sun Microsystem realized, okay, good, let me have one idea. Let me support creating a class. Let me support creating a class only with what? Abstract methods. Let me support creating a class with only abstract methods. Then I have one class with only abstract methods. I have another class also with only abstract methods. Okay? Then I am creating one new class deriving from first class and second class. Tell me, from first class I am getting concrete methods or abstract methods? Abstract methods. All the methods must implement here. From the second class I am getting abstract methods. All methods must implement here. That means first class abstract methods, second class abstract methods, everything we have implemented. I created object now. Next, in this class, do you have constructor? No. In the second class, do you have constructor? No. How can we stop? If I create this class by using the keyword class, compiler allows us to create constructor now. Knowingly or unknowingly you can create. Compiler will object it. No. Now I want it to compiler. Array compiler, you have to stop developer to create constructor, non-static variables, concrete methods here. You must allow to create only abstract method. That is where a new keyword came to talk to compiler. What the keyword name? Interface. So by seeing the keyword interface, compiler software apply interface rules. If class, compiler will apply class rules. If you see interface, compiler will apply interface rules. What are the interface rules? In this class, you should not allow to create concrete members. Constructor, static block, non-static block, static method, non-static concrete methods you cannot create. You are allowed to create only abstract methods. Except abstract methods, anything you try to create, compiler will throw error. Tell me. Because inside interface, there is no constructor. When you create object, inside this subclass, I have supercall. Any problem? The supercall refers to the interfaces or interface to superclass. Interface to refers to superclass. Now tell me, this class is extending from any other class? No. Then who is the superclass? Object. Then super keyword refers to superclass subclass. So then how to initialize interface? Interface doesn't contain non-static members. Then why need initialization? If any non-static members are there, then you record it. When there is no non-static members,
मेरा नहीं है दोस्त का
super parameter is equal to what? And also I am writing here
सही
for
है सुखाओ बात
super
सही
dot
है
super dot m1 I have written. Then compiler
ये
refers
सही
to
होगा
m1
बात टेक्स्ट
class super class.
आप ही लिखोगे भाई आप ही लिखोगे उसको आज आप ही लिखोगे उसको
Super keyword refers to only super class. How many super classes are there? When we create object, subclass
ये
object,
किसके है वाला?
dot I call m2 method.
ये भाई स्टूडेंट है स्टूडेंट है
m2 method is available in
B.Tech
the base. m2 method
क्या
is
कर
also
रहे हो?
available in
B.Tech
second. That tell me, these two methods, m2 method is in super interfaces, are available as concrete method or abstract method. Then that abstract method implemented in the subclass.
सेकंड
Other
वाला
operators
सेकंड थर्ड ईयर है
implemented one time.
सेकंड ईयर थर्ड
लाइन
ईयर
चल रही
This
मोबाइल
one
में
implementation is common to both interfaces.
मोबाइल
The
में
subclass is
टाइम
common to both
Marathi
interfaces
में
and the implementation is common to both
साढ़े आठ।
interfaces. Then, when I call object.m2, first compiler searching for m2 method in which class? C class. In C class method is found or not? How many times found? One time. Then any confusion? No. So, Java supports multiple inheritance by using what? Interface. Why Java? How Java can support multiple inheritance with interface? Why it cannot support with what? Abstract classes. Abstract class contain concrete implemented members and constructor. When in subclass we call them by using supercall and superdot, compiler has a confusion from which class it should be executed. To overcome that problem, what is given into the picture? Interface. So interface is designed not to have any concrete methods or constructor. It is designed to have only abstract methods. Are you catching my point? So because it has only abstract methods, no constructor, supercall refers to object class and ambiguity error is not there. So finally, what is a interface? What the use of interface? Interface is a fully unimplemented class. Okay, if you are telling this statement, people are confusing. Interface is not a class. How can I say interface is a class? Interface is a class. What type of class it is? Unimplemented class. Fully unimplemented means all are abstract methods. But people are confusing there and saying that interface is not a class. Saying now you cannot fight with the interviewer. You need a job now. You should not convince the interviewer that your answer is right. That's why I want to change the answer. What is the interface? Interface is a kind of class. Don't say kind of class, that is also people confuse. Class, interface is not a class. But a kind of class, so no, it is not a class. Interface is a interface. And then for that I have prepared another statement. First I told interface is a fully unimplemented class. Students are coming back and saying, sir, interviews are not accepting. Sorry, I changed. Interface is a kind of class. Again people are not accepting, they are not understanding English. Kind of class and it's not a class. Sorry. Then I changed another statement. Like class, interface is also a reference data type. Class is a reference data type. Like class, interface is also a reference data type. After this statement onwards, interviews are accepting. Okay. It is used for representing real world object in the programming world by supporting multiple type inheritance. Like a class, interface is also reference data type. It is a fully unimplemented. Don't tell the statement now. If you say the statement now, again people will confuse, because Java 8 version onwards, we can have some implemented methods in the interface. So let's not have this. Like a class, interface is also a reference data type. It is used for creating a main type of an object by only declaring a set of operations of this object by supporting multiple type inheritance. Now this is accepted. By only declaring operations of an object, an interface is meant for specifying to a user class developer and implementation class developer what an interface class developer about what operations must be implemented, but not how to implement. An interface tells only what to do, but not how to do. How to do ante logic. What to do means declaration. Before interface you have space now. Before interface page, after abstraction. There you write these notes.
morning.
Done? Completed? Continuation right on. It is a contract document between user class developer and implementation classes developers of an object. Continuation down. Hence we can say interface is a contract document between. Hence we can say interface is a contract document between. Hence we can say interface is a contract document between.
सो के नहीं आया
जिम करने जा रहे हैं जाके जाके
मैं आज शाम को जाऊंगा
से यार करते रहे
थोड़ा कुछ आ रहा है उसे भी ऑप्शन दिया
तुझे तेरे को नहीं समझ रहा है बट वो कट हल्की हल्की सी आ रही है
बॉडी अच्छी नहीं है सबकी
चूतिया बहुत तो टाइम लगेगा तू जब चूतिया यार ये
Completed?
अरे धुआं कहाँ से आ गया यार मेरे
So now what is the interface? Interface is a reference data type. Like a class interface is a reference data type. It is also used for representing real world object in the programming world. But interface doesn't represent subtypes, it represents only main type. So in main type always what we have to do, we will declare operations, we will not implement operations. So abstraction is telling that hide the implementation details. Okay? Now let me try to understand how to create interface now. Okay, just write this diagram. In regular notes you write. If you write you will remember. Look at here, I have mobile. Mobile contains how many operations? Mobile is a screen. Mobile is a back end is what? Implementation double. Front is called what? Display what we call it. It is interface. Interface is not a Java word. It is a real world word. Interface, UI, user interface. A user want to interact with the mobile operations. For that I need different operations to display to me. The display screen is called what? Interface. So mobile has a display screen. Now user, nothing but product user is making the call operation, SMS operation, taking pick operation, record operation by looking at the screen or not. When you click on call button, then they tell me the call button is executed on the mobile whatever there in your hand. If you have iPhone, call operation executing on iPhone. If you have Samsung, call operation executed on Samsung. If you have Redmi, call operation is happening on Redmi. That means which object available in your hand, that operation. So that user invoke the operation on mobile screen. Backend that methods are executed from where, whichever the screen you have, whichever the mobile you have. So can I say how this iPhone, MI, Samsung knows what operations to implement? For that, this screen is providing the information to them. All mobile manufacturers are following same operation, same name operation. How the names are decided? Contract document will be there for all mobile manufacturers. That contract document is called what? Interface.
देखना ऐसे अपन सोच के देखना
In Java, we are call in real world also we call interface. In Java also we call what? Interface.